Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is an absolutely wild day for Y&R News, so grab your coffee and let's dive right into the madness. We have so much to unpack today, and honestly, my fingers are cramping just thinking about it. So Jack Abbott is on a warpath today. And it is about time. He is making these surprise attacks. He is pushing back against the madness. And he might soon expose all of Patty Williams' dark, twisted plots. Because he is finally waking up to the reality of the situation. Diane Jenkins is missing. And Jack is losing his mind trying to find her. But he is not just sitting around crying about it anymore in the Abbott mansion. No, he is taking action. He is digging deep into the dirt. And the storyline is getting so incredibly dramatic right now. Because Jack is finally figuring out exactly where Patty is hiding Diane. And let me tell you, it is not a luxury spa. It is a total nightmare, but Jack is coming. He is putting the pieces together, and Patty has no idea that her little house of cards is about to come crashing down on her head. Just furiously typing this makes me realize how high the stakes are. Because Jack is not messing around anymore. And let's talk about Diane for a second. Because Diane is currently face-to-face with her kidnapper. And she knows something is very, very wrong. She is trapped in this place, a remote private clinic. But it doesn't look like a real medical facility at all. It looks like a prison disguised as a doctor's office, and Diane is not cooperating. Not even a little bit. She is fighting back. Because Diane Jenkins is a survivor, she always has been. And she is not going to just roll over and let some fake doctor tell her she is crazy. She knows her own mind. And she knows she is being held against her will. So she is pushing back hard, really hard. She is looking at the walls, the barred windows, the whole setup. And her alarm bells are ringing louder than ever. This isn't therapy. This is captivity. Enter Dr. Lawrence Markham, played by the brilliant Jerry Burns, and he is playing this guy like a crazy camp counselor. It is so creepy. He keeps urging Diane to eat her snacks. Like she is a toddler at daycare, insisting that he just wants to provide her with the best possible care. But his eyes are dead, his smile is fake, and Diane sees right through it all. She wants to talk to her husband. Right now, immediately, but Lawrence says no. He tells her that hearing Jack's voice might cause her to relapse, which is just the most ridiculous thing you could say to a woman who knows for an absolute fact that she did not have a mental breakdown. It is pure gaslighting, complete and utter nonsense. And Diane is not buying a single word of it. So Diane is sitting there, listening to this quack tell her she is insane. And she doesn't believe a single word of it, not one. She insists she is not trying to forget anything. She knows she is completely sane, and she knows Lawrence is lying straight to her face. A bold-faced lie, but Lawrence doesn't care. He just hits back with this vague, terrifying threat. He casually mentions that if talk therapy doesn't work, there are other methods, other ways to help her avoid unpleasant thoughts. Just chilling, absolutely chilling. Completely normal for a clinic. Right, wrong. It is a horror movie. And Diane is trapped right in the middle of it. And you just know that other methods means something horrific. But wait, it gets worse. Because Lawrence is not just threatening her mind. He is threatening her body. He actually eats some of her food right in front of her. Just takes a bite. And then he threatens to find other ways to nourish her if she refuses to eat. We all know what that means, force feeding, IVS, torture. So Diane, being the smart, calculating woman she is, wisely starts to eat. She plays along, for now, because she knows she has to survive. She has to keep her strength up. If she is going to escape this madhouse, she needs energy. So she takes the bite. But her mind is racing. She is chewing her food and plotting his downfall at the exact same time. And this is where Diane really proves her mettle. This is where she shows exactly who she is. Because she realizes something crucial. Something is off about this whole setup. It is not just a random kidnapping. It is personal, very personal. So she looks Lawrence dead in the eye, and she asks him straight up, "Who are you? What is this really about?" She demands answers. But of course, Lawrence deflects. He goes back into his creepy, reassuring doctor mode, claiming he just wants to help her, whether she likes it or not. Which is just code for "I am going to keep you here forever." But Diane knows better. She knows there is a puppet master pulling the strings. Meanwhile, let's jump over to the Genoa City Athletic Club, because Patty Williams is living her best life. Or so she thinks. She is sitting there at the GCAC, probably drinking a cocktail. And she calls Lawrence on the phone, just checking in on their patient, and she is gloating. She is practically purring into the phone, bragging that she is going to get exactly what she wants tonight. Because Patty thinks she has won. She thinks she has Jack completely under her thumb. She thinks Diane is out of the picture for good. And she is just waiting to claim her prize, which is Jack Abbott. She is so blind to what is actually happening right in front of her face. But Patty is delusional, completely and utterly delusional. Because Jack is playing her. He is putting on the performance of a lifetime. Faking this whole romance with Patty. Pretending to be wooed by her. Pretending to give her his mind, body, soul, and heart. Just typing that makes me gag a little. But Jack is doing it because he has to. He has to save Diane. And he knows that the only way to get to Diane is through Patty. So he is playing the long game. He is getting close to the Viper, hoping she will flip up, hoping she will drop a clue. And it is working. Jack is getting closer to the truth every single second. He is enduring her touches, her giggles, her crazy eyes, all for Diane. And let's just think about Diane's history for a minute. Because Patty and Lawrence have absolutely no idea who they are dealing with. Diane Jenkins has survived way worse than these two amateur criminals. Seriously, this is a woman who faked her own death. She orchestrated her own murder in a park. She used a dead body from a morgue to frame Nikki Newman. She disappeared for over a decade. She is a master manipulator, a survivor, a shark. And Patty thinks she can break her with a locked door and a rejected plate of ice cream. Please, Diane is going to chew them up and spit them out. They picked the wrong woman to mess with, so Diane is sitting in that room, eating her forced snacks, and she is plotting. Her brain is working overtime. She is analyzing every single thing Lawrence says, every movement he makes. She is looking for weaknesses, looking for a way out. Because Diane does not stay a victim for long. She might be scared, she might be confused, but she is also furious. And a furious Diane Jenkins is a very dangerous thing. She is already pushing back against the gaslighting. She is already calling out the lies. It is only a matter of time before she turns the tables on Dr. Markham. She is probably already figuring out how to pick the lock or smash a window. And Jack, let's talk more about Jack, because he is really stepping up here. He is using this bold new strategy. He is not just relying on Detective Burrow. He is taking matters into his own hands. And it is so satisfying to watch. Jack has been a victim of Patty before. We all remember the yacht. We all remember how Patty drugged him and compromised him. It was horrific. And Jack is not going to let that happen again. He is not going to let Patty destroy his life or his wife. He is using his trauma as fuel. He is turning his fear into anger. And he is directing all of that anger right at Patty. He is turning the hunter into the hunted. So Jack is out there making these surprise attacks. He is digging into Patty's life, looking at her phone, finding clues. And the storyline is just exploding with tension. Because Jack is finally discovering where Patty is hiding Diane, he is putting the puzzle pieces together. The diary, the secret locations, the payoffs to Dr. Markham, it is all coming to light. And Jack is ready to strike. He is ready to tear down the doors of that fake clinic and drag his wife out of there. And heaven help anyone who gets in his way, especially Patty Williams. Jack is not the same man he used to be. He is fierce now. Because Patty is going to face a reckoning. A massive, epic reckoning. She thinks she is so smart. She thinks she has outplayed everyone, but she is just a crazy woman playing a dangerous game. And she is about to lose hard. Jack is going to expose all of her dark plots. Every single one of them. He is going to show the world exactly what she has done. And Patty is going to end up right back in a padded cell where she belongs. But before that happens, we are going to get some incredible drama. The confrontation between Jack, Diane, and Patty is going to be legendary. It is going to be the kind of soap opera gold that we all live for. Just imagine the look on Patty's face when Jack drops the act. When he reveals that he has been faking his affection all along. That he despises her, that he only used her to find Diane. It is going to break her fragile little mind, and I'm here for it. I am so here for it. Because Patty deserves everything that is coming to her. She has terrorized this family for too long, and Jack is finally going to put an end to it. He is going to save Diane, he is going to save his family, and he is going to destroy Patty Williams in the process. It is going to be glorious. And Diane, when Diane finally gets out of that room, when she finally sees Patty, oh man, it is going to be explosive. Diane is going to unleash a decade's worth of fury on that woman. Because Patty didn't just kidnap her. She tried to steal her husband. She tried to steal her life. And Diane is not going to let that slide. Diane is going to make Patty wish she had never set foot in Genoa City. The amateur criminals have poked the bear. And the bear is about to wake up, so buckle up, why and our fans. Because this storyline is about to hit overdrive. And we are going to be watching every single second of it.